All right, hey, Shalom Makiam. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakak Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We are the Hebrew Israelites, which consist of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Simul Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. And according to Holy Scriptures, we're God's chosen people. Shalom to all the brothers out there, pushes knowledge in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the few sisters, shalom to the Israelite foreigners who were scattered abroad, which are looking at a true depiction of the one ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. The one ignorantly called God, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. They are so-called black men. According to the scriptures, we are living the last days of the so-called white man power structure, who are the biblical Edomites. And you're about to witness the second coming of the one ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, to destroy this satanic establishment and to redeem the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of the 144,000, the 1/3 which consists of women and children and friends of the prophets. So Lord willing, is an edifying lesson unto the very elect. We're going to this satanic time frame that we're in right now. December 4th to December 25th. These are high satanic days for the left-hand side, for the elites of this society, with their riches, with their with their witches, which they have riches, and their monthly prognosticators, because every month on the left-hand side they do a lot of things that we don't know about, and the Lord allows them to do these things because the Most High is a perfect balance, controls good and evil. So us on the right-hand side of the Most High, He has given us the opportunity to expose these things, let the elect know and the world know what is really going on behind the scenes. Because how the Most High takes down a society, He sent His prophets first to warn the people and to expose the things that are going on, really. So once the people He wants to be sealed hear His word, He always destroys the kingdom, man. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the last captivity that we are in as a nation of Israel, and we're about to receive a glorious kingdom real soon, man, an everlasting kingdom, and an eternal kingdom which shall last forever. So continue to fight the good fight. So I want to start off with this whole Christmas thing, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because right now that's the time frame we in, and every year, these simpletons out here, they go buy these Christmas trees, they buy the wreaths, they buy these gifts and all that, and they're made to believe that's when the Lord was born, the one ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And according to the scriptures, He was never born in the wintertime; He was born in the springtime. Okay, so this whole Christmas goes back to ancient Babylon. But you put the word together, it just means Christ's mass, the death of the anointed, really. So it's just mockery, So therefore, hey, man, the Lord's going to judge a lot of people this season, and the season of judgment is getting ready to take place, man. Which judgment takes place every day, but mass judgment, because you people are willingly ignorant in this time frame, because what you have with your Android phones and iPhones are small computers. And all you have to do is look things up, man, and come to a greater understanding. But the Most High, gave you up to reprobate minds, man. It says Christmas in Babylon the Great, which ancient Babylon, which is located in Iraq today, which, got thrown down. And ancient Babylon were controlled by dark-skinned people. All right, so this first Babylon was controlled by Nimrod, the Ethiopians. Okay? It says Christmas and Babylon the Great. What is the connection? The Bible identifies false religion as the woman. It kind of go off right here, but the woman's dealing with America, called Babylon the Great. Her religious doctrine, teachings, beliefs, and holidays are based upon the center from which all false religion began, ancient Babylon. It was under the influence of Nimrod. So today, modern day Babylon is America, and it is They have some truth in there because all the different holidays and different worships that people do out here goes back to ancient Babylon. And when they got to the Roman Empire, they put a different spin on it. They call it Saturnalia, you know. But it all stems back to ancient Babylon. And it says ancient Babylon was under the influence of Nimrod, who declared himself to be a god, that all these false teachings began, for he was a mighty hunter in opposition to, it says Jehovah here, Yahweh, God, our creator. So it gives you Genesis 10, 8 through 9. So you go to Genesis chapter 10. So this is the beginning. And this is the table of nations. Excuse me. Got some, some phlegm. The table of nations consists of Noah and his three sons. You got Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Nimrod is out of the lineage of Ham, which are the Africans. Okay. So the sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Phut, and Canaan. Cush are the Ethiopians. Mizraim are the Egyptians. Puth are the North Africans. And Canaan are the Southern Africans. All right, so we go to the lineage of Cush. It says the sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sapta, Ra'amah, Saptika, and the sons of Ra'amah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush began Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Wherefore it says, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before Yahweh. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babal, which is Babylon, Iraq, Akkad, Calneh, and the land of Shinar. Okay. And of the land went forth Ashur and built Nineveh and the city Rehoboth and Calah and risen between Nineveh, Calah, the same as a great city. So the point is, you're going to Cush, sons of Cush. Give you some good, information here. It means black. Here it is. The land occupied by the descendants of Cush, located around the southern parts of the Nile, Ethiopia. So he was an Ethiopian today. She called Ethiopians today. And it says one of his kingdoms was what was called Babal. Hold on. Babal, right? Means confusion. Babal, Hebrew word Babal. Babal or Babylon, confusion by mixing. All right. Here it is, man. So that's facts. That's truth. All right. So I'm gonna, scroll down. Give some insight on his name and all that good stuff. Let me see. Go to the good stuff real quick. All right. Right here it says, among those false teachings that are a part of Babylon the Great are the Trinity doctrine, hellfire torment, Easter, and Christmas. Look at that. See that? Because hell is a condition played out on earth. In ancient Israel, it was called the Valley of Hinnom, where they burn trash and things of that nature. This article is focusing upon the Christmas holiday and its Nimrod connection. Indeed, even scholars recognize that Christmas came from ancient Babylon. It has no connection with the birth of it says Christ right here, which is Yahweh Shai, who was born during a much warmer season, which when you go into it is born in the spring season. It says scholars identify Babylon the Great with Christmas. Nimrod started a great organized worldly apostasy from the Most High that has dominated this world until now. So Nimrod married his own mother, whose name was Semiramis. After Nimrod's death, his so-called wife, Semiramis, propagated the evil doctrine of the survival of Nimrod as a spirit being. She claimed a full-grown evergreen tree sprang overnight from a dead tree stump, which symbolized the springing forth unto new life of the dead Nimrod. On which anniversary of his birth, she claimed Nimrod would visit the evergreen tree and leave gifts upon it. You see that? December 25th was the birthday of Nimrod. This is the real origin of the Christmas tree. The plain truth about Christmas. There it is, man. Yeah, okay? So that's facts, man. That's facts. Okay? So the other point I want to bring out in this lesson, did I lose the page? Oh man, I lost the damn page. Is Satanic holidays, man. That's going on right now. I think I lost my page. Oh, here it is. All right, check this out, man. Occult ritual calendar. This is a very satanic time, man. For us brothers in the faith, need to be in prayer. Brothers fast or whatever, man. Congregate with the brothers with the time off you have. It says occult ritual calendar. I brought this out, a few years ago, but it's good for repetition. It says ritual abuse and ritual killings are real. Many sacrifice victims are born and raised for the purpose of human sacrifice. In multi-generational voodoo families, for example, the oldest girl is often ritually abused and then sacrificed. The oldest daughter is also sacrificed in multi-generational Satanism. They are subjected to programming, surveillance, and various types of abuses during their upbringing and young adulthood, which results in them being socially isolated and emotionally scarred. In preparation for the day, they are caged or programmed via trigger words to return home to be sacrificed. It says, pray to God will rescue every person that Satan workers have planned to ritually abuse. Nah, man. This is of the Most High, man. I form the light. I create evil. I make peace and create war. I, the Lord, do all these things. You got people out here just born in vain, man. That's the heavy understanding of the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But the point, I brought this out, man. The time frame we're in right now is what they call the winter solstice, right? And right now, today is what, December 24th. It says demons revel, high grand climax. So all you different, so it started off with December 21st, right? So today we December 24th. It goes all the way to the 25th. It says sexual ritual, oral, anal, and vaginal, human or animal sacrifice. So these top, at least of society, these top which is coven. That's what they do, man. You understand what I'm saying? Israelites that's up there in Hollywood, high up there in offices, senators and stuff like that. This is what they do. While you peons out here running around shopping till you drop. This is what they do behind the scenes, man. Okay. So this goes on December 24th. It says demons revel, high grand climax, which consists of orgy and blood rituals, sexual association with demons called up. So right now they whatever time frame they use to do this thing, they call up demons, have sexual association with them, and animal or human sacrifice. It says, note, human sacrifices occur from Christmas Eve to Christmas Day. All right. So it goes down and says, note, those who are bringing in Satan's one world global government know that much bloodshed is needed to bring about the necessary spiritual vibration, cooperation of devils to bring in a new order. This bloodshed is accomplished by the way of ritual killings, planned terrorist events, planned disasters and wars, catastrophes caused by weather modification, i.e. Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Sandy, abortion, suicide, euthanasia. I don't even know what that is. Let's look it up. Euthanasia. It just give a bunch of Scientology and, well, that's all good. So euthanasia, killings, and foster care. in every conceivable way of causing death, especially on a large scale. So, man, you're dealing with high satanic stuff on the left-hand side, brothers. But we got Yahweh Shai with us. So, you know what I mean? So we get into the scriptures. Before we wrestle, where's that at? Ephesians. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, Ephesians 6 and 12. For we, the we is the elect. All right. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, finally, brethren, be strong in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and the power of his might. And your strength is gained by praying, fasting, and studying, man. Those are the three key elements. The apostles always talks about prayer, man. Pray. You got to pray every day, man. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that he may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man, which is this truth. And you're dealing with the wiles. Please forgive me. Got a couple, some phlegm and stuff. So the cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery. That's on all levels, man. All levels. For we, which is the elect, wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Now you go into principalities. This is high level witchcraft, man. It says RK. It says of angels and demons. Okay, so the angels, they deal with us, and demons deal with the elites of the society. You understand that you're dealing with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the senators, these mayors, these presidents. They're dealing with the demons, man, which work for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Give a Salakia. Just trying to get another definition real quick. Give more insight on it. Yeah, if you don't know, now you know, man. Principalities. What does principalities mean in the Bible? Let's go straight to dictionary.com. Yes. It says principalities, theology, and order of angels compared. No, this says supramundane powers often in conflict with the Most High. They're not in conflict. They're dealing with demons, man. All right. I thought it was gonna give a better definition. Well, yeah, it's dealing with demons, man. It doesn't really give much, but that's what we're wrestling with, man. See, one of the it says demon revel. They sum up these damn demons, man. See the demon revels, high grand climax. So they sum up all these demons right now, man. A lot of crazy stuff is going on, man. You understand? Against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, which is the Illuminati, the elites, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And out here in California, you got Hollywood, like an hour and some change away from where I live. And that's wickedness in high places is one form of it, man. Because through that, you call it movies and television and all that stuff, it casts a spell on people, man. Put them in a comatose state of mind. You understand it? And they don't even know that they're being controlled through the television, through the music and all that stuff. It's heavy witchcraft going on in the minds of the people. But us that's covered under the bloody Yahushua, we not affected by that, man. So we in a very blessed position. All right? Lord willing unto the end, you know. Nahum 3:1 says, woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. Right? That's dealing with Israel. The Israelites over here are being devoured on all levels. All right? Through this witchcraft, through these holidays, through these false customs, not knowing who the hell you are, man. The noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. So back in ancient Nineveh, they had the horses and the chariots, and so there would be these fancy cars. The horsemen lift up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is no end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. So dealing with the mass death the Lord is going to bring to the modern day Nineveh, which is America. So the horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, dealing with all types of, it's dealing with martial law. The modern day sport would be these guns, and the glittering spear would be these missiles, man, hitting this place. All right? Because of the multitude of the whoredoms, of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and the families through her witchcraft. So the United States of America is the forefront of this witchcraft. And these other nations, to make up in office, these other nations, to be part of the EU and NATO, American government, you got to take part take part in these witchcraft, So that's how the world is being ran under Satan and his demons, man. But ultimately through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, behold, I'm against thee, said the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. So the Lord is strategically breaking down America, exposing this place for his wickedness and his lies and deception through the mouth of the prophets and the internet. I will cast abominable filth upon thee. I will make thee vile and set thee as a gazing stock. It's dealing with when this place gets destroyed. Shall be a gazing stock. To the main point, man, this is the mistress of witchcraft. They got some beautiful precepts. I'm going to go to Isaiah 47. This whole chapter is a good chapter, man. It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel, who's our Redeemer. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. So over here in America, man. Right now in California, it's like 60,000 people, I believe, homeless, like 50-something thousand on the streets, something like that, man. It's very bad in LA, man. So this place is being broken down. You got a lot of places where Israelites are dwelling at. They're called food deserts. People out here hurting, man. Hurting on all levels, man. You got gentrification going on, mainly to Israel, man. So they're making a move. The time of Jacob's trouble, man, is right around the corner. I was wroth for my people. I've polluted my inheritance. I have given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. So I just gave you some examples of that. You ever come to California, go visit downtown LA, and you see it's bad out there, man. It's more when you see Israelites on the street. Like last week, Saturday, when I was going to camp, parked my car, whatnot, seen an older Jake out there with no shirt on, no socks, no shoes, and both his feet missing toes, his feet swelled up. I was like, damn, man. But that's the curses, man. But that's why the Most High said I was wroth for my people. So the Most High is seal up the elect, a small remnant. So we're the ones he's going to use to reclaim everything and to reestablish everything throughout the four corners of the earth, man. With his son Yahweh Shai, Salakia. through his son Yahweh Shai and a small remnant. You know, so we are very, 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 very important people, Lord willing. And this, man, we're man, listen, we got great things coming, man. He says, I was wroth with my people, I polluted my inheritance, and given them into thy hand, thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou verily laid thy yoke. Thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. So that's dealing with the pride of the American government, the pride of these people. So being a lady forever, meaning nobody could touch her, nobody can rape her, nothing bad can happen. That's a negative, man. When the Most High set up his prophets, that's when kingdoms fall. That's when kingdoms fell, Salakia. Therefore, hear now this, though thou art given to pleasures, and this place is full of pleasures, man. Clubs everywhere, restaurants everywhere, bars everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Women half naked running around, whatever. Sin City, go up to Vegas. You know what I mean? Full of pleasures, man. Basketball, football, MMA, boxing. It's all distractions, man. Thou dwellest carelessly, that saidest in thy heart, I am and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. So that's the pride of Esau in the society. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, and one day the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. Right here, man. Demon revelry right now, man. Which consists of orgy and blood rituals, sexual association with demons called up in animal and or human sacrifice going on right now, man. And we're what you call the winter solstice. It's one of their Sabbaths. All right, and this goes on all the way to the 25th, man. The Bible is real. This is not a fairy tale book. This is the truest book on the whole planet, the undisputed book on the whole planet, man. And for the great abundance of thy enchantments. And you got this dude, Dwayne Wade, who fell victim to that bitch, Gabrielle Union, that demon. But that's hey, a wicked woman is given to the portion of a wicked man. So he turned his fucking son into a girl, man. That's that sorcery. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, no, none seest me. At one point, the information we have about the United States government, the sorceries, the witchcraft, the things about CNA, it wasn't accessible to CIAs. It wasn't that accessible to the average person. So the Most High made it very accessible now, man. He has to put that spirit on you to guide you the right way to these type of information. It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it had perverted thee. This is not but perversions, man. They're perverted souls. Dealing with human and animal sacrifice, orgies and all that. You're perverting yourself, man. You know? Thou hast said in thy heart, I am and none else besides me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, that shall not know from whence it riseth. So when the Lord start bringing the smackdown on America, man, people are going to know that that's from the higher power, or what the hell is going on. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments. All right? A magician, charmer, spells. All right? A society, also a spell, a charmer, enchantments. See what it comes up with. Have fellowship with, be compact, be a charmer. That's what's being pushed right now, man. Satanism, man. Stand not with thy enchantments, with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou shalt mayest prevail. So all the stuff they're doing is in vain. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and stargazers and monthly prognosticators. So every month, as you can see, December, November, October, they have rituals going on, different seasons. All right? Is this what you call a monthly prognosticator? Every month they got something set up. So it's going to the word prognosticator. That's the word yada. Wow. He's a prognosticator. It says to know, to learn how, to perceive, to discriminate, to distinguish, to know by experience, to make known. Let's see what else they have. To acknowledge, to declare, to teach. Including, it says strong definition, including observation, care, recognition, and causatively instruction. It's a person, pretty much a person that is skillful in the monthly things they need to do, man. All right, like a top witch. All right. Stand up and say and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Because these demons are lying to these top witches and all that. So there's going to come a point the Lord is going to have them pull back. Behold, they shall be all stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. So once the Lord take down this wicked establishment, everyone is going to be disarray, and a new rulership will be set on this planet, man. Because of the all this witchcraft, all this death that's going on out here, man. All right. So yeah, man. The Lord willing, is an edifying lesson unto the very elect, man. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai, the body Yahweh Shemel Shai. Giving the inspiration through this show. And Shalom and Kwam Nasrallah.